And now, time for weekly show with a passionate India lover, chairman of ITV Gold and Parikh Worldwide Media. Get ready for loving sharing from physician, philanthropist, publisher, and India advocate in this week.
Welcome and namaskar. Once again, I have with me Padma Shri recipient Dr. Sudhir Parikh, and this is our weekly show this week with Dr. Sudhir Parikh on ITV Gold. Namaskar, Dr. Parikh, and welcome back.
Namaskar, and namaskar everyone.
So, Dr. Parikh, let's talk about the situation in Gaza. It's coming to a boil, and with the recent hit of Hamas leader by allegedly Israel and Iran, like promising revenge. So, will we see Russia and America joining this, and is this escalating to a full-scale war soon?
Probably not, because Russia and USA understand that by them getting involved, they will get involved, but they will get involved in a diplomatic solution to it rather than getting escalation of the war. But unfortunately, now Hamas got involved, so probably Hezbollah is more dangerous than Hamas, and they have more well equipped in the military way, in terms, and so it's very dangerous, and they can do damage to lot of damage. Even though they get hurt and they get lot of casualties on their side, but they can create much more casualty in Israel's side. So I think it is not smart thing. That's why President Biden was keep telling that you don't want to widen this war. Once you widen the war, then Hamas will, Hezbollah is involved. And Hezbollah is involved, it means Iran is involved indirectly.
Right.
And Syria will get involved. And then Middle East will get involved. So it's going to be mess. So hopefully, I think they should stop here and should not escalate. And Russia and USA should get involved in diplomatic solution, not to escalate the war further.
So, Doctor, just a week back, US-led peace process which was going on, and they have doubled up now, working with partners like Egypt, Qatar, etc., etc. So, do we still think peace has a chance?
Peace always should have a chance, and we hope peace should have a chance, because without peaceful resolution of this conflict, there is no solution to it. And in long term, not only peace now and release the remaining hostages and stop carnage of the innocent people, but also in long term, I think two-state solution is probably the answer to this whole thing. That's what President Biden is saying, and USA is saying, and everyone else is saying. So I think they have to pressurize the Israeli government, current government, which is very conservative and which is probably a part of the problem too, not to have a peaceful solution. So I think peaceful solution is only the answer.
Wonderful. And now let's talk about the US election. And we seem to be headed with, of course, Trump and Harris for the presidential race now. So do you think this energizes the voters, particularly the swing or the undecided voters?
I think it will energize a lot of black voters, because black voters, for them, it's a symbolic thing to have black woman get elected as the president of the USA. And as you recall, when Obama was running, almost all black people were very excited, and all our minorities will get excited, particularly the Indian American, Bangladeshi American, or any American, any ethnic group should be, because at the end of the day, the ethnic person is running as a vice president, and she is the one who is also Indian descent. Mother was Indian. And therefore, I think there will be a lot of support for her. But I'm not sure whether USA is ready for woman black president.
You're talking about, yes, Kamala Harris is of Indian descent, but Trump has started this like a debate that Kamala used to earlier represent like herself as an Indian heritage, and now she calls herself black. So what do you think? Do you think she is being like opportunistic?
It's not opportunism, but she is a kind of politician, and for her political agenda, obviously I mean, she married to a black person, Jamaican. I think her husband was a Jamaican black person.
Yes, the
black
mothers.
black American, but she has to identify. She is identifying as a black American woman, because I mean 25% of the voting numbers are with the black Americans, and any politician will do the same thing. So I don't think she is a kind of
Being opportunistic.
I would not label that way. I think she is she knows what's the ground reality is.
So, you know, talking about Kamala Harris, of course, this question just came to my mind. If you were an advisor for Kamala Harris, so who would you tell her to pick her as, you know, the VP candidate?
I would suggest her to pick. I don't know which name. I think she's going to declare tomorrow, if what I heard. So I think she will. Of course, she will pick someone who is probably from the south, and probably a governor or a senator who is, of course, not black American, but Caucasian.
And you know, Trump, I'm sure you know about that. He has started to decline, debating Kamala Harris. So what do you think about that?
Well, debate is an essential part of the democratic election. I mean, look at because of the debate, Biden had to sit down. I mean, quit the race. So debate is only way common public can see both the candidates. There is no other way to judge. So I think debate should be there. Just like before, there used to be 3 debates, and between Labor Day and election time, in that 6 weeks time. And I think there should be a debates. 1, 2, or 3. I mean, doesn't matter how many they do.
So do you think if Trump would have picked somebody else instead of Vance, do you think it would have gotten a better result or something?
No, I think Vance may give him better results, because their point of view is different, because they want to keep his conservative votes intact, and I think the Vance may help Trump than any other ethnic candidate will not help him, you know. So as compared to the Vance, so I think his selection is good selection. I was kind of hoping that he may select Florida senator who is a Hispanic, and that can you know, because there is a large amount of the Hispanic votes in the USA, and therefore, but I think he selected someone from the south, and again another conservative person.
All right, so let's move on to our very special segment which we do here, which is the rapid fire round. And today we will be just focusing on India. And recently, you know, the budget has come out. So let's go with the first one, is this budget a development budget?
Yes, I mean, this budget has a lot of big numbers for infrastructure, big number for the private investment in the government owned businesses, and there is they are saying that there will be a lot of kind of room for more employment, because that's what really right now that unemployment, it hurt kind of BJP from getting the pure majority, you know. So I think yes, budget is overall is a good budget, and the only thing is details of the budget. Now they are kind of parsing that budget. Certain things are not good. For example, tax on the life insurance, because if somebody died and then you tax them, that's not fair. And that's what even Nitin Gadkari yesterday wrote a letter to Prime Minister, and Nitin Gadkari is one of the senior minister of his cabinet, requesting him to withdraw that tax, means life insurance tax,
So my next rapid fire question is, should India do a caste survey and publish it?
I think so, because it's always good to know who is who and who is what and what percentage. And the reason behind doing the caste survey is that all the budget money or whatever money you are spending for the people of India has to be divided equally, and everyone should get its fair share.
And recently it was in news that BJP asked Rahul Gandhi to disclose his caste. So tell me, was it okay for BJP to ask?
It is no. It's kind of illegal or unconstitutional to ask the caste in the parliament.
But
you cannot ask anyone that what is your caste, because even your constitution says that you cannot ask the person's caste, because all human beings, all Indians are equal, whether they are from the upper caste or they are from the lower caste. And therefore, by identifying the caste or asking someone caste is, I think probably that question may backfire. So I think asking caste is not
a good idea.
Good idea. And I think we should stay away from that. Just like here in USA, you cannot ask person whether you are Christian or you are Hindu or you are Muslim or you are that, because by constitution it's no. And particularly in the parliament, you cannot ask at all.
Absolutely.
Because all the members are equal.
Absolutely. So do you think Rahul Gandhi has matured into the role of a leader of opposition?
I think so. That's what people are saying that right now. Nationwide survey says that he is mature as a opposition leader. How much he is mature, it's always debatable thing. But he's mature, yes.
So I have another question here. It's Nirmala Sitharaman spent a lot of time with her detailed response on issues raised by Congress. Is it a fair comparison to compare 10 years of UPA with 10 years of NDA?
Well, yes and no, because comparison can be done from the past history, but again the situation and circumstances are different. State of the economy was different, and so I think I'm not sure. It all depends upon what specific thing she is comparing.
All right. So before we give out this week's message, I want to remind our viewers that you can follow Dr. Sudhir Parikh on Facebook at Dr. Parikh, and you can also follow him on Twitter. The handle is SUDPARIKH. Please go ahead with the message.
Dear friends, it's now we are in the vacation time. Everyone is enjoying their vacation, either in the domestically or in the country or outside country. And so please enjoy your vacation. Vacation is a very important thing in the person's life, and this is the only way you can be more recharged and become more productive. And also again, we hope that in Middle East everything resolved peacefully between Israel and Hezbollah and Hamas, and all the remaining 100 or plus hostages should come out as soon as possible. After saying that, I would like to say goodbye, and we'll see you next time. Till then, goodbye and thanks.